Hello YouTube, this is a video about me showcasing my photography gear and talking about what I use under different circumstances and different occasions. So let's get started. I'm going to start by showing you my main camera, which is my trusty Nikon D800 that I bought used about a year ago, a year and a bit. And currently on it I have the 18 to 35 f3.5 to 4.5 G. This is probably the best wide angle lens you can get on the Nikon D800. It's very cheap, it's fantastic at what it does, and the camera itself is a great camera. 36 megapixels, really good for printing, really large files, so if you're shooting RAW you're going to struggle a bit, but you know, if you're shooting JPEG you're not, so you kind of have to decide on what you want to shoot under, you know, what conditions and stuff like that. I've shot weddings in JPEG with this one and it was absolutely fine. The white balance was great. I left it on auto white balance, fantastic. So you just have to use it wisely because it's very difficult on space, taking up space on your computer and your cards. So next up is my most versatile lens, which is my 24-70 f2.8. Also the most expensive lens I own, but probably the best overall. Shot most of my weddings with this one, nightlife photography, even some landscape work with this one. Great at what it does, really good at low light, but overall the range on it is insane. I mean, 24-70 is probably the best sort of ground you can cover as a focal length, and it just gets the job done most of the time. So great lens. If anybody's switching from crop sensor to full frame, this is the lens to use. Finally, my f1.4 G 50mm Nikkor. Amazing for low light. This was actually given to me as a present. One of the best presents I've received in my day. Great for portraits, great for low light, photography wise and video wise. Amazing lens. I'm also filming this video on a Canon 100D, this one, and I have a bunch of lenses for that as well. The one I'm currently using to film is the 18 to 55 stock lens that came with the 100D. Great little lens, not really the best at low light, not really the best sharpness overall, but a good lens, cheap, cheerful. So I have decided to get some more lenses on it, and this is one of them. This is the Vivitar 8mm fisheye. It has manual aperture and manual focus, so it's very cheap, but it's a legitimate fisheye lens. It does the job, you know, big scenes, groups of people, selfies, all of that. Great lens for that. Next up, we have the Canon 75 to 300mm. Now, I've shot mostly wildlife photography with this, believe it or not, and not really that much portrait work. But when I was in England studying, I shot a lot of deer and squirrels and stuff like that, and swans at Richmond Park. And if you watch my Photoventure 4 video, the Richmond Park one, this is the lens I use in that one. Amazing lens, really good value, and amazing results. So really happy with this purchase. Flashes. Flashes are important for portraits, for weddings, and if you know how to use a flash properly, you will get away with great images. So first flash I ever bought was the Yongnuo YN562. It was actually so good, I bought another one. So it's great for what it does. Doesn't really have TTL functions or anything like that, but it does have a swivelly head. It can be shot with a Pocket Wizard or any other flash trigger off camera, and it was £50. So really good value, really cheap. Don't really care if it breaks that much. I can just get another one and replace it. But the one flash that just kicks the shit out of this flash is my Nikon SB910. Best flash I have ever used. I can use it as a remote, I can use it as a flash, I can use it off camera, I can use it on camera, I can bounce it off the wall. Very reliable, very sturdy, very durable, and has pretty much never failed me. So using a flash is not easy. It takes a lot of work and dedication and patience and all that to actually learn how to use flash properly. But this is an amazing piece of kit and probably the best flash I've ever used in my life. When we talk about flashes, we have to talk about off-camera flashes, like I said, and these are the Pocket Wizard off-camera flash triggers that I've used, and they suck. I have been disappointed by this purchase. They have let me down on multiple different occasions throughout different photo shoots. They have failed me 5 minutes into the photo shoots only for me to find out that they work 10 minutes later. If anybody knows anything that could replace these are the Pocket Wizard Plus X's. I have 3 of them. If anybody knows anybody or anyone who knows what kind of replacement I can get for these, maybe the Nikon system. I'm not really familiar with, off-camera triggers. So if anybody knows anything, comments below. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. As most of you know, or some of you know, my passion in photography, the best sort of field of photography that I'm interested in is landscape photography. And you need 2 basic things to do landscape photography when it comes to items. The first one is filters. And I am using the Nisi filter system. To be more specific, I'm using soft graduated filters such as this one here, glass filters, and the idea is that you place it in front of your lens using this filter holder like that, and you can see that the top is darker than the bottom, and thus you can make the sky darker and bring it down to the same exposure as the foreground, so you can have a more balanced image light-wise. You can do HDR alternatively, but I don't like HDR. I don't like the look of HDR, so I just choose to do this in a different way and replicate the look of HDR more naturally using actual filters. And of course, the second thing you need in landscape photography is a good, solid, sturdy tripod. And this is my Manfrotto 055 carbon fiber. An absolute monster of a tripod. It has never failed me. It's the best tripod I have ever used, hands down. I am also 6'1" or 1.85 m tall, and this is taller than me fully extended, so that says a lot. It's also got the Manfrotto 322 RC2 head, which is a pistol grip. The idea is that you squeeze this trigger here, place it wherever you want, leave it, stays there. Great tripod, great head. The only problem with the head is that you can't really do panoramas that much because it's not really really suitable for panoramas, but other than that, it's an amazing tripod head. So pretty expensive, but well worth the money. It's a tripod for life, and I'm ecstatic to have this. It's the best, probably my best piece of equipment that I have right now, so great stuff. Now, if you've seen my photo venture videos before, you realize that I'm using a GoPro to film myself talking, and this is it. This is the one I'm using to record the audio for this clip. This is the GoPro Hero entry level, first one, 180 euro, I think, with all its mounts and the head mount, the chest strap, and all that. Amazing camera, very, very quick and easy and simple to use. It also comes with a closed door for underwater stuff. I actually have the open door now, the skeleton door, I think it's called, for better audio. So this is what I'm recording the audio right now. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is bags. I have 2 of them. The first one is the little backpack from Amazon I bought a couple of years back. It just comes with small sort of storage space. You just put a small camera here, a big camera here, maybe a flash or maybe a lens, but that's pretty much it. It has lasted me a long time. I think I bought it 2.5 years ago, so it's great. What it does, not really waterproof or anything like that, but it gets the job done. It's really light, really compact, really comfortable to wear, so good bags. And the best bag I've ever had is this one, which was also given to me as a present. This is the Hama bag that I use. It has a bunch of pockets here, great storage, great space utilization and stuff like that. You can put the Nikon here, Canon, flashes, lenses. It's a great camera. I've used it for weddings, used it to travel, Great thing about traveling is that it's Ryanair approved and EasyJet approved. I've traveled with both of them, and the beauty of it is you can just take this off and just use it as a carry-on luggage. Amazing, amazing stuff. I do believe this concludes the video. Don't really have anything else to show you. I've shown you all my lenses, all my stuff, all my cameras. So if you have any comments, any questions about any lenses, anything that I've talked about, I'll be happy to answer them in the comments. So please do leave a comment. And as always, I appreciate it very much. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you next time.